Do you see this? Do you actually see this? No, wait. The right question is, do you feel it? I am in front of my dad's mountain hotel. Let me show you. And it snowed last night. Look. And I'm so happy about it because when the winter comes, I feel alive. I told you a million times, like I was born in the middle of summer, July 11th, 1995. The biggest day ever back then, 30 years ago almost. But I somehow grew up hating summer. Loving it, but hating it because I am a living heater. There's heat coming out of my body at all times. So currently, while others are wearing jackets and mittens and, just boots and stuff, I'm literally in short sleeves. There's short sleeves under this one and a little tiny hoodie, and that's pretty much all. I am heat intolerant, but also, oh my God, those kids. Hey! Čuvajte se za ogradu, molim vas! Čuvajte se za ogradu! Led, čuvaj se rukama dobro, okay? Molim vas, opasno je! Oh my God, these kids are literally like trying to hurt themselves on ice. It's kind of scary to see. Probably because I'm pregnant, like 8 months pregnant, and I'm not supposed to fall, not even the slightest. When I see them do that, like, oh my God, I just told them, like, hold on tight onto the fence, bro. Do not. I'm having such a good time here. The winter came. I mean, it's not winter time yet officially. It's still autumn, but it snowed last night and I'm living it. My body is heating me from the inside and I feel so good about it. I feel so, oh my God, mashallah. And I don't wish for the summer to come back, especially because of what I've gone through this summer. It was hard without an AC. I had to fight my in-laws, like literally argue with them to get the AC on. I was pregnant. I needed a house to be ice cold. They couldn't stand it. So it was pretty hard. But now that our house is being built, and yes, we took care of that land problem. It's going to be in my name. Alhamdulillah, I'm so glad. I'm going to have an AC in my house and it's going to be on at all times. Of course, I'm not going to expose the baby to it, but I'm going to be fine. Finally, this is going to be the first summer that I'm going to be fine. You know what I'm saying? Winter is what I'm looking forward to, and I will always, like this winter, it's going to be so pretty. All the videos that I'm going to do for you, like document my life. I am so excited, you have no idea. I cannot wait for you to see. Like these little details here, oh, they just relax me big time. Okay? I'm gonna have some hot chocolate right now, go edit a few videos. Yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen next. It's gonna be fun, I think. There's a guy observing me talking to you, and that's kind of funny, because, it feels like it's 1995. Dude, it's 2024, everybody's got a camera. Can you... Yeah, we're in Bosnia, I have to get used to that. There are many reasons out there why you should have your own piece of land in this lifetime. This world is getting so much stranger and stranger day by day. And I feel like they're gonna start charging us for the oxygen that we're breathing soon. I'm a European who's been observing the Western countries for a very long time, especially because I have family living over there. And I can tell you, things are getting more serious. You have no idea the feelings I went through when I found out that even after you pay off your mortgages, the house and the land that you have that you paid off is not yours. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, please, but this is how much I know about the United States. One of the biggest reasons you should get a piece of land of your own is the peace that it comes with it. even if you lived in a tent. I just recently got mine, and yeah, it came from my in-laws, but I also made sure not to go the traditional way where the land is in my husband's name and not in mine, but they consider it mine also. No, I just went through so much pain to get the document that includes my name on it and says this piece of land is mine too. No matter how small it is, I feel secure. I just feel secure. It's mine. And I get to do whatever I want on it. I get to live in a tent if I want to. I get to build a house if I want to. Grow my crops, grow my food, have my cattle. I don't care. This is just a mic check just before we start talking in this beautiful mountain with the most beautiful view I'm looking at right now. This thought has been haunting me ever since I started witnessing the pain of people from the whole world, especially from the United States of America. And the thought goes like this: get yourself a piece of land in one of the cheapest countries that exist on this planet. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. Listen, stick with me for a minute. Bosnia and Herzegovina is one of them. First of all, why would you do this? Look at yourself. I'm not sure. You're going through the pain. I'm not, okay? I'm good. And in 2024, we should definitely have learned so far that we don't have to stick with the pain. We can change things and do all kinds of things that people around us usually don't do in order to help ourselves. Like, why would we not help ourselves, no matter how crazy the idea of how you're going to help yourself is? It's 2024. Whatever you do, you're going to be fine, because in this year and in the upcoming years, we literally invent jobs. If you're afraid about the money and how you're going to leave your place because of the money, well, aren't you suffering because of the money right now in your country? So changing the way you're living should not scare you more. It should scare you less. I mean, haven't you been observing people like DoorDash just literally inventing money out of blue? She was desperate. She came on YouTube, started talking, and bam, just please check her videos. You'll see how much money she made. And no, it doesn't happen once in a while. It happens to everyone who tries and tries hard enough. She literally does no editing whatsoever. She just shows up. And the ones that show up consistently and find ways, like if you're not going to find a way, you're going to find an excuse, and I know that. And there are other ways besides YouTube to make money. You don't have to be afraid of anything. There's a Bosnian proverb, and it goes like, ko radi ne boji se gladi, which means whoever likes to work doesn't have to fear hunger, because they will literally find work, and work will find them. You will find ways to make money because you're looking for them, okay? Not because you're standing still, period. So if you are literally suffering because of the whole money situation in your country, you're having it really hard paying your bills, getting yourself and your family groceries. If you are literally pondering about taking your life or something, if you're that depressed because of the whole situation, it's not that bad. You're just in the wrong place. Get your ass and your family either to Bosnia, Poland, I don't know, research Europe. Just don't go to Croatia, because Croatia is part of EU right now and they're getting more and more expensive. People are going crazy over there. But utilize the countries that are doing just fine, please. And I'm speaking of Bosnia because this is where I come from. There's nothing illegal here. People do whatever the hell they want. I could literally pick a piece of land over there because it's what do you say? It's public. I can literally buy a fence, put around a little piece of land or a bigger piece of land, build myself a house there. Nobody's going to take it away from me. Only when the time comes, I'm going to have to pay for that land. We don't pay to anyone right now because nobody owns it. And there's so much land like that in here. But if you don't want to go through that, there are people who own their land and they sell it not for a lot of money compared to the United States. I'm telling you, in Drežnica, where I live, you could find a piece of land for $3,000. I'm not lying. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It is not a joke. The only thing is that when the local people find out that you are from the United States and you have the money, they're going to try to charge you more, of course. But the persistent ones succeed in paying it as much as it actually costs. Okay, so Drežnica is 40 kilometers away from my city. I'm not paying anything more than that. I'm not paying anything more than $3,000 to $5,000 per, let's say, 1,000 square meters. Not 5,000 per square meter, but just 5,000 for 1,000 square meters. Okay? I wish Bosnia never enters EU. I wish Bosnia never enters EU. I'm telling you. I want us to stay like this forever. Why I'm telling you this? Because I know that wherever you're from, especially if it's the United States, the minimal salaries over there are like $2,000. McDonald's pays around $12 an hour or so. And then it turns out to be $2,000 a month at McDonald's. I'm not advertising them. I boycotted them a long time ago. I'm just telling you the facts, stating some facts. If you worked at McDonald's, you would be able to buy a piece of land here. Let alone if you were someone better off. People need to work 4 months in Bosnia or 5 months to make what you make in 1 month in the United States of America at McDonald's, bro. 4 or 5 months, yep. That's why we find it expensive when someone says, oh, this piece of land costs $5,000. Oh, too expensive. For us, yeah. For the people that get Bosnian salaries here, yeah. But for you, no. No. The craziest thing someone tried to charge me and my husband for a piece of land was $15,000. He thought it was, oh, I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to be rich. For someone here in Bosnia, $15,000 is being rich. And I said, I got the money, but no. Now, does $15,000 sound like a lot to you? Or is it something you can manage? I don't know. You think about it. And keep in mind, this is the countryside thing. In the city, at the center of the city, the craziest, I already told you, maybe $70,000 tops for a beautiful piece. Like, that's the most expensive piece of land you can get at the center of the city somewhere. Trust me. And even that is not a lot to you. When I hear the people in the United States go $250,000 in debt just for the university fee, oh my God, I'm like, are you guys nuts? We don't even go to universities here and we make a lot of cash, which is fine. We are adroit. We find ways. And this is what happens. The country is very corrupt. When you come here, you could either work online or find a job by luck or by trying hard to find it. But it's hard to find a job because the politicians are the ones controlling the whole thing. And how do they control it? You pay them. If you find a politician, he's going to ask you or she's going to ask you to pay them $5,000 to get you into a job position because they have the power to. And that's what they charge, $5,000. I know for a fact. My best friend's husband used to do that. He still does it. If you want to work at a very famous company or let's say post office, post office is a, what do you call that? Kind of a job that secures you for life, or a school or something. You pay $5,000 to get a job there. If you speak English, you'll get a job anywhere, okay? But if you don't want to work here physically at all, you can get to work online. And the Americans know how to do it the best. And the rest of the world too. Don't think that I'm not talking about you too. I mean, I have the money to pay $15,000 for a piece of land, but I know what I'm doing. I know what we're trying to do. To charge us more than, because they know we got the money. And I'm like, no, that's not what it's worth. And I declined it. I know he's going to come back begging me to buy it for a cheaper price. But I still found better ones. I mean, do you even know how many foreigners started moving into Bosnia in the past few years? You have no idea. You have no idea. Especially Americans. Oh my God, there's this girl on TikTok, an African American. She moved to Bosnia with her kids. It's raining. The best decision ever. And even if you get yourself an apartment in the city center, it's going to cost you $500 a month. All of it together. You can afford to live here because you're smart enough. You don't have to suffer over there. Look, I'm not saying life here is easy. Life is never easy, no matter where you are, but I'm definitely saying it is nothing and it will never be anything close to the Western life, where the amount of stress makes Gen Z these days look older than they actually are. I'm a millennial born in 1995, and I look way younger than so many people out there born in 2000s. There are only two things that separate you from a stress-free life. Number one, open-mindedness, which means you are willing to do a deep enough of a research of how and where to change your life because these places do exist. And number two, readiness to do it, which basically means being able to make that decision. So you're basically one research and one decision away from stop being this worried and depressed. I'm throwing so much information out there right now, and I don't know how to organize it in my head though. But I hope you find it useful, and I hope you know life doesn't need to suck. It sucks only because we don't see the solutions that already exist. They exist. We just don't see them. Just like my channel, it exists. People just don't know about it yet. See you in the next video. Love, Dinella.